Leon Edwards plans to get his welterweight belt back by the end of 2025. Here's what he had to say in an interview with MyProtein.
My goal right now is to also get the belt back. I'd like to be champion again by the end of the year, next year, around this time next year. So just putting steps in place. I've lost a fight now in like 9 years, so it's getting used to that feeling again. I feel like I hate losing more than I love winning. There's not much you can do now, just move on from that. You put it behind you, and for me, it's more about what's next and how do you get back to where you want to get to. My goal is to be 2-time world champion.
Mike Perry gets annoyed with a fan who brought up his boxing loss to Jake Paul.
Hey, I remember that fight with Jake Paul. Good job on that one.
Yeah, man. I'll him up and you up anytime, bare knuckle, you know.
Thank you, man. That's good.
Dan Hooker sparred the streamer IShowSpeed and dropped him with body shots a few times.
Why is he so big, bro? Wait, come on.
We weigh the same.
Well, why you feel so big in the ring, though? Like, can you, like, just relax? Wait, just chill. Like, bro, like, he's like, I know, but like. Why you not punching, bro? See, with me. All right, come on, no.
Give him a good
Come on. How do I go? Wait, my fault, you got that. How do I guard my ribs though?
Yeah, we'll do some takeoff here, do your next.
How do I do that? He keeps getting right here.
So,
On the Pound for Pound podcast, Bo Nickal tells Kamaru Usman that he actually helped Jorge Masvidal prepare for their first fight.
Not even that, even gets worse. I fought Masvidal, Fight Island. Dominated him for 5 rounds. Oh.
I was there for that, bro.
Were you Fight Island?
Yeah, dude. Masvidal had me come freaking help him out.
Oh my God. So you flew on that jet with them, right? I'm sure that was miserable.
It was rough.
Oh, I'm sure that was miserable.
You flew on a jet?
On a jet from here to Abu Dhabi. Oh my
God.
God.
That small one, right? It's like a 14 passenger?
Yeah, bro. I knew we were in trouble when we stopped in Rome and he had a slice of pizza. I was like, that's not good.
Daniel Cormier doesn't think Tom Aspinall will beat Jon Jones as easily as people think. DC believes the fight will happen, but the winner may not be who fans are expecting.
For a guy who's never had to answer those types of questions, it's hard for him. Hard for him. Guys, Aspinall is a great fighter, but I would not be so certain that he's just gonna beat Jon Jones. Nobody's done it. Nobody's done it. And honestly, after watching him this weekend, I don't know how people wouldn't feel more like Jon would be a problem for Tom Aspinall. Just a lot of weapons that heavyweights don't see every day. While Jon was more, I'm done with him, Tom seemed very excited after sitting with Dana and Hunter. He was happy when he walked out of that room. I don't know what they spoke about, but whatever they did, it gave Tom hope. But then Jon goes to the press conference and goes, I'll give away the belt. I'll fight somebody else. Tom believes that the unknown may be too much for Jon Jones. Jon Jones is a big-time studier of footage, but all the footage that Tom has is him beating people up. So he thinks that that advantage, that thing that Jon relies on so much is gone. It's gone. He thinks that is why Jon Jones is hesitant to fight him. I know that this sport moves fast, and every time we're on to the next thing, but very rarely, does a guy demolish the heavyweight greatest of all time and is immediately asked about a challenge that's even bigger. For as good as Jones looked Saturday, the main thing was, how does he do against Tom? I'm interested to see how this all plays out. I don't know what will come of this, but what I do know is, and what I do believe, guys, is that ultimately we will get this fight, and you'll see Tom Aspinall versus Jon Jones. I just don't know if the winner is going to be what you guys expected.
Bryce Mitchell has moved out of his trailer and built himself a new house.
Hey, y'all come on in. I'm gonna give y'all a mini tour of the house and just show you the front little area of the house. And I did build this house myself, so obviously I really love it in here. You got the cedar going on with the old school tin. I pretty much designed that myself. My wife didn't think she would like it, but afterwards she really does. We got our wood stove here. It's not hooked up yet, but this winter, like after this fight, we're gonna be getting it hooked up. Also, you got your cedar archway here. If you can't tell, I absolutely love cedar. I'm obsessed with it. Another thing about this house that's really I take a liking to is these windows, because I did all of these windows myself, and I would say that is the hardest part of doing a house for me, is building these windows. I put these in myself. I mean, there's a lot of personality in this house. That's why I love it. This is from Old Log and Sawmill. I did not make this table. I'm not capable of making a table of this quality, okay? This is Old Log and Sawmill. I'll tag them in the link or whatever, and you can get with them if you want one. Now I gotta show you to the kitchen, because this is what my wife designed right here. She made me get these countertops here. She whited it out. It's got the little backsplash and white tile. All white cabinets, just like she wanted. So this house is like when two worlds collide. You got the modern over here, how the wife wanted. She got the exact kitchen that she wanted, and then I got the exact living room that I wanted. I got my wood stove, I got my cedar, my tin. Right out that door is the shop where I train. I park equipment out there. Out back is where we got the barn, where there's more equipment parked.
Belal Muhammad gives an update on the bone infection in his foot. Belal also discusses the upcoming fight between Ian Garry and Shavkat Rakhmonov at UFC 310.
Yeah, you know, it's been a hard, difficult 3 weeks, but we got news today that we're able to, like you said, I went walking up the stairs yesterday. I got so many messages from everybody. Bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? But the doctor gave me clearance. And then today we went there again, and he was like, the toe looks good. So the wound's like fully closed, so we can start jogging on it. But the only thing is we got 10 days left of the antibiotics. So on December 1st, the pick line comes out, and then yeah, all systems go. Yeah, it feels good, man. It feels like now I'm starting to see the finish line, bro. It feels so good. And like from when we started to where we are now, I'm like, all right, don't do nothing stupid. Especially now that he gave me like clearance to go running. I'm like, I want to jog like 50 miles.
Your thoughts on, first of all, number one, them making this fight, and then number two, the matchup itself.
Honestly, I'm happy. Like I said, I'm happy that there was no interim belt. I don't think it was needed. Yeah, I think the matchup makes a lot of sense, especially when you're looking at the division. It made more sense than Buckley and Ian Garry. I think Shavkat and Ian Garry both undefeated, both guys that are right there at the top, and they both called each other out before. Ian said he wanted that fight before, but it makes a lot of sense, and I'm excited to see how it goes. Obviously, it works out for me because I get to see more tape on both of these guys. I get to see an idea of how both of them are going to fight, and they both trained together before, so we get an idea of who thinks he knows more about the other guy. Like, you hear rumors about this guy or that guy, what he did in the practice room, but at the end of the day, sparring is sparring and fighting is fighting. There's a big difference.
Cory Sandhagen wants to fight Petr Yan next. Yan defeated Davison Figueiredo this weekend at UFC Macau.
Congrats to Yan. Maybe we'll do it next. I don't really know what the division's going on. I haven't really heard too much. I was hoping to hear probably sometime next week about the direction that they're going to go in, because I know that they were waiting on this fight to play out. And yeah, congrats to Yan. I still want to get that one back. We'll see if it'll be next or not.
Conor McGregor has been removed from the video game Hitman in wake of his civil assault case lost last week.
Ah, finally! You got my water.
Atlantide water, I believe.
Too f***ing right. Hand it over.
With pleasure, sir.
Well done, 47. Target has been eliminated.
On X, they released a statement. It reads, in light of the recent court ruling regarding Conor McGregor, IO Interactive has made the decision to cease its collaboration with the athlete, effective immediately. We take this matter very seriously and cannot ignore its implications. Consequently, we will begin removing all content featuring Mr. McGregor from our storefront starting today. Jamahal Hill vs. Jiri Prochazka has been booked for UFC 311 on January 18th. Jon Jones gave his prediction for the fight. Jon also reveals he will more than likely be fighting in 2025. Speaking to the Schmo, Jon said, I think Jamahal Hill will win. Jiri has really unorthodox striking, but Jamahal seems like the more technical, more clean striker. I'm a big fan of basic techniques, and Jamahal has a really strong, basic, clean kickboxing style. Right now, the UFC and I are in negotiations. We're in talks to see what happens next. I'm back in the gym, I'm training, I feel really great. We'll be ready for whatever opportunity comes our way. I will be competing in 2025, more than likely. As you guys know, Tom Aspinall also recently stated that he was in negotiations with the UFC, and Dana White is adamant that if Jon Jones continues fighting, he must fight Tom Aspinall.
We're in negotiations right now, is the honest answer.
If Jon Jones wants to fight again after Saturday night, he will fight Tom Aspinall.
Today, Tom posted this video to his social medias, teasing that he has a major announcement tomorrow.
Okay guys, big announcement coming to my channel tomorrow, 9 a.m. Tuesday, 9 a.m. UK time. I'm so excited, I've lost my voice. This is going to be a massive announcement. Make sure you get over there, you guys are going to love it.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos.
Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Grandpa Gee. It says the UFC can no longer promote McGregor. He has to be cut. The second one says, so Merab likes every matchup except Umar. Shocking. And the final one's from Ashhammer2415. It says Conor seems more famous for taking drugs, beating old men, and assaulting women than actually fighting now. It's kind of sad. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.